Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Target Nursing. So friends, as you know, in previous video we have completed the topic fertilization, and now in this video we are going to study about development of zygote. Okay, so we are going to study its first period, which is pre-embryonic period. Okay, so before starting the lecture, just like, subscribe and share the video. So let's start. So friends, let's start the topic name is development of zygote. Okay. So in previous video, we have completed our topic which is named as fertilization. Okay. So what was the end product we are gaining in that? End product of fertilization we have gained as zygote. Okay. So zygote is already developed in the end of the process of fertilization. So now from the zygote we are going to study today. Okay, so the development of zygote, how the development of zygote occur, we are going to study today. Okay, so the development of zygote is divided into three stage. Okay, the development of zygote has divided into three stage. Okay, so the what are the three stages? First one is pre-embryonic period, second one is embryonic period, and third one is fetal period. So today in this video we are going to complete the pre-embryonic period. Okay, so the pre-embryonic period have started from 2 weeks after fertilization. Okay, so the pre-embryonic period will be started from after fertilization till 2 weeks. After fertilization till 2 week, what period will be there? Pre-embryonic period will be there. मतलब कि फर्टिलाइजेशन के बाद से 2 हफ्तों तक कौन सा पीरियड रहेगा हमारा? प्री एम्ब्रियोनिक पीरियड रहेगा. ठीक है. आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन टिल 2 week, that period is known as pre-embryonic period. Okay, and after that embryonic period, it is the period after pre-embryonic period. So the pre-embryonic period is ending with 2 weeks. Okay, it is ending at 2 weeks. So the embryonic period will be started from 2 weeks to 8 weeks. Embryonic period will be from 2 weeks to 8 weeks. Okay, and the third one is fetal period after embryonic period. So the where the embryonic period is ended, 8 week. So from 8th week to till birth, what will be the period? Which is known as fetal period. Okay, so from 2 week after fertilization till 2 week, it is pre-embryonic period, and after 2 week to 8 week, it is embryonic period, and from 8 week to till birth, till the birth of baby, it is known as fetal period. Because after 2 weeks, after 8 weeks, it will become a fetus. So it will be fetal period. Okay, until birth it will be there. Okay, stay. Okay, and now we are going to study about pre-embryonic period. Okay, so what happens in pre-embryonic period? The zygote is already developed from fertilization. It is a product which we have found it from the fertilization. Zygote is already developed. Okay, so the zygote will divided by mitotic division. What is mitotic division? It is an additional division. Okay, it is an additional division. Like there is two nucleus there. Okay, so it will be become 4-cell structure. There are 2-cell structure. Now it will become 4-cell structure because of mitotic division, because it is an additional division. Okay, it's not the reductional division. Reductional division is what? Meiotic division is reductional division, and it is an additional division which is known as mitotic division. Okay, so the zygote will divide it into 4-cell structure by mitotic division, and the 4-cell structure will known as blastomeum. ठीक है, when the zygote will divided from 2 cell structure to 4 cell structure, it will form blastomere. The 4 cell structure will known as blastomere. 2 cell structure के बाद जो वो 4 cell structure बनेगा mitotic division से, उसे हम क्या कहेंगे, उस structure को हम blastomere कहेंगे, which is 4 cell structure. And after 4 cell structure, again the mitotic division will happen and it will become 8 cell structure. Okay, so it is 8 cell structure. After 8 cell structure, this 8 cell structure will remain in uterus and will stay free for 3 to 4 days. This 8 cell structure will be remain free for 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days के लिए ये free रहेगा uterus में, and on 4th day, ठीक है, 3 to 4 day it will be free, and on 4th day it will become 16 to 64 cell structure. How it will become 16 to 64 cell structure? Due to mitotic division. Okay, as you can see here, first is 2 cell structure, then it is added 2 cell again, and it will become 4 cell structure, and after that 8 cell structure, and after that 8 cell structure it will become, and it will remain 3 to 4 days in uterus, and after these 8 cell structure it will become 16 to 64 structure, which is known as morula. That 16 to 64 cell structure is known as morula. Okay, and that 4 cell structure is the 8 cell structure and 4 cell structure, the 4 cell structure will known as blastomere. ठीक है, and the 16 to 64 cell structure is known as morula. Okay, then after that 4th day it will become morula, 16 to 64 cell structure, and next day on 5th day what happened, a mucus layer forms around the morula. Like this is a morula, so around the morula a mucus layer will form. In morula a mucus layer will be formed. For that I'm going to show you the image of this morula and how the mucus layer will form around it. Okay, now you can see it here. A mucus layer will form around the morula and it covers the layer zona pellucida. So what is zona pellucida? We have studied in earlier class. It is the layer of ovum. Okay, so when the mucus layer form around the morula, it will cover the layer zona pellucida. Okay, and the mucus start entering into zona pellucida. When the mucus will cover the layer zona pellucida, which is the layer of ovum. Okay, because these all processes happening into ovum. The sperm enters into ovum, the nucleus fusion occur and the zygote formation happen. Okay, क्या हुआ, जब हमारा ओवम था, ओवम से स्पर्म का फ्यूजन हुआ, दोनों न्यूक्लियस का, जायगोट का फॉर्मेशन हुआ. ठीक है ना, आफ्टर द जायगोट द 4 cell structure become, and this all reaction is happening under ovum. So there will be a layer of ovum, zona pellucida, ठीक है, which will be surrounded by mucus on 5th day. Okay, on 5th day it will be surrounded by what? Mucus. ठीक है, which layer? Zona pellucida layer. Okay, and mucus start entering into zona pellucida and it will increase the size of zona pellucida. After that, when the mucus will start entering into the zona pellucida, obviously what happens? The size of zona pellucida will increase. Okay, the size of zona pellucida will increase because now there is mucus in it. Okay, so it will rupture. After that, what happen? When the size will increase, it will rupture because the size, assume that there is a size of zona pellucida is like that. Okay, now there is mucus around it and it will become large. And what happen when the size of zona pellucida will increase? It will rupture. ठीक है, ये क्या हो जाएगी? Rupture हो जाएगी because of increased size of zona pellucida. Okay. So this process, the rupturing of Zona pellucida layer is known as zona hatching, and this zona hatching is very important for competition exams and for viva and for your final exams. It is important. What is zona hatching? It it will ask you will got the questions regarding it. What is zona hatching? Okay, so you should know that what happens when the zona pellucida size increase due to mucus entering in it, so it will rupture, and this process is known as zona hatching. Okay, and after this zona hatching process, what happened? The rearrangement of cells occur because now the layer is ruptured, and now again the rearrangement of cell will occur, and on fifth day, because on fifth day only the morula is becoming, ठीक है, on fourth day morula is becoming, and fifth day what happening, the mucus is entering into the zona pellucida layer and it will rupture. ठीक है, so on fifth day structure form which is known as blastocyst. After the rupturing or after the zona hatching process, a structure will form after the rearrangement of cells. ठीक है, a structure will form which is known as blastocyst. Okay, so this is the structure. Blastocyst will occur, and now we are going to study about the development of blastocyst. Okay, so this is blastocyst. Okay, after this morula, after this morula क्या होगा? What will become? This blastocyst structure form. Okay, now this blastocyst is consist of two layers. Which are those layer? This first one is trophoblast, second one is embryoblast. Okay, so you can see here, this is blastocyst and this is trophoblast layer, which is outer cell mass, which is also known as outer cell mass. It is very important. Okay, you have to know the second name of trophoblast, which is known as outer cell mass, and the embryoblast, which is known as inner cell mass. Okay, and it is commonly known as inner cell mass. Okay, embryoblast. So this is trophoblast, which is outer cell mass, and this is embryoblast, which is inner cell mass. Okay, clear to you all? Now what happens? This trophoblast, okay, this trophoblast have two layers. This trophoblast is again having two layers, which is known as syncytotrophoblast and cytotrophoblast. Okay, there is a structure formed on fifth day which is known as blastocyst. This whole thing is blastocyst, and it has two layers which is known as trophoblast and embryoblast. Trophoblast is outer cell mass and embryoblast is inner cell mass. And now the outer cell mass, trophoblast, is having two layers, okay, which is syncytotrophoblast and cytotrophoblast. Okay, and the embryoblast is also having two layers which is known as epiblast and hypoblast. You can see here, this is whole embryoblast, and this is hypoblast, and this is epiblast. Okay, this is epiblast and this is hypoblast. So what, there is a structure form on fifth day which is known as blastocyst. It has two layers which is known as trophoblast and embryoblast, and further the trophoblast having two layers, syncytotrophoblast and cytotrophoblast, and further the embryoblast having two layers also, which is epiblast and hypoblast. Okay, and after that what happens, that there will be a fluid collection between, what happened, the fluid collected between epiblast and hypoblast, which splits the epiblast into two portions. Okay, what happens, the fluid start collecting between epiblast and hypoblast. Epiblast and hypoblast are the layer of embryoblast. You can see here epiblast and hypoblast. This is embryoblast and this is epiblast and hypoblast. So what happens, the fluid start collecting between epiblast and hypoblast. Okay, and which splits the epiblast and hypoblast. Like this is the structure, this is embryoblast. So this like this is epiblast. This epiblast will split into two parts, two portions, and it will form a amniotic cavity. Okay, what it will form? It will form an amniotic cavity. Okay, Now the epiblast. Epiblast is derived from inner cell mass. Inner cell mass is what? Embryoblast. ठीक है, lies above the hypoblast. We know that. Epiblast give rise to means the epiblast develops into after the means the development of epiblast will be the epiblast will develop into three primary germs layer, which is ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Means the epiblast will further develop into ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm, and it also give rise to amnion. Amnion is the fetal membrane. ये हमें क्या देता है? amnion भी देता है. epiblast जो होता है वो amnion को भी प्रोवाइड कराता है. ठीक है, and form the floor of amniotic cavity. amniotic cavity का फॉर्म भी फ्लोर भी ये फॉर्म करता है. as we can see here that fluid start collecting between epiblast and hypoblast, which splits the epiblast into two portion, and the two portion, the space between these two portion will form as amniotic cavity. So obviously the epiblast will develop into what it will give to us? Floor of amniotic cavity. Okay, and the hypoblast give rise to the yolk sac. What hypoblast will develop into? Yolk sac, which is in turn into raised in chorion. Like we have seen here, epiblast giving us amnion. Okay, this is also fetal membrane, and hypoblast giving us chorion. It is also a fetal membrane. There are two types of fetal membrane, amnion and chorion. We are going to study it further. Okay, and the hypoblast give rise to yolk sac also, and form the roof of yolk sac. It will also form the roof of yolk sac. And the trophoblast. Okay, what is trophoblast? It is the layer of blastocyst. ठीक है, trophoblast. Trophoblast, it helps to provide nutrient to embryo. ठीक है, what the trophoblast will do further? It will help to provide nutrient to the embryo and develop into a large part of placenta and membrane. ठीक है, ये किस में develop होगा हमारा? It develops into a large part of placenta and membrane. Okay. And after that embryoblast की जो layers है हमारी epiblast और hypoblast, we have seen it earlier that the epiblast will develop into epiblast will develop into layers, ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm, that helps to make these layers and also form amnion and amniotic cavity, and hypoblast form chorion and the roof of yolk sac. And now the embryoblast, a cell of mass situated in the trophoblast, and it will give rise to embryo. But embryoblast, as we can see here, then only by the name embryoblast, so it will help to give rise the embryo. Okay, clear? So there is nothing in that. This is a flowchart, and in the books we have seen it was given in very complicated words, and here I have told you that this is very simple flowchart, and you can write it on your exam, this flowchart, and you can get the marks. Okay, इतना भी लिखोगे तो मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे. डीसी दत्ता एंड अदर बुक्स में बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड दिया हुआ है. आप इससे पढ़ो, नोट्स है पूरे, उससे भी पढ़ो, लेकिन वो काफी डीप है, आप लोग कंफ्यूज जाओगे. मैंने बहुत छाट के नोट्स बनाए हैं, तो यू कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम हियर. ओके, and now we can see the structure. Okay, so what this is? Trophoblast. The whole thing is blastocyst, and the outer layer is trophoblast. Okay, and the inner layer is embryonic, and this is trophoblast, and this layer will be embryonic membrane. ठीक है, which having epiblast and hypoblast. Okay, so you can see here, and the trophoblast is also having syncytotrophoblast and cytotrophoblast. So you can see epiblast, this is epiblast and this is hypoblast, and the fluid start collecting between them, and it will divide the epiblast into two parts. So this is epiblast and this is also epiblast, so it will divide it into two parts, and it forming amniotic cavity. Okay, as we have studied, so the diagram will clear to all, and this is what a flow chart. Okay, so first On fifth day, a structure will form which is known as blastocyst, and it has two layers, trophoblast and inner cell mass, which is also known as embryoblast. Okay, it is also known as embryoblast. And the trophoblast is having two layers, cytotrophoblast and syncytotrophoblast. ये फ्लो चार्ट बना लो, ये बहुत आपके काम आएगा, ठीक है. And inner cell mass, and after that the inner cell mass is also having two layers, which is known as hypoblast and epiblast. Okay, then the hypoblast is help to forming the extra embryonic endoderm, as I've told you, yolk sac. It helps to form the roof of yolk sac, and extra embryonic mesoderm. Okay, it will helps to form the layer mesoderm and endoderm, and also yolk sac. And epiblast helps to amniotic ectoderm and embryonic epiblast. Okay, and this embryonic epiblast will help to develop the primitive streak. So what is primitive streak? Primitive streak is a structure that form a blastula during early stage of embryo. Means the primitive stage is formed in the blastula. Okay, it will form in blastula, and when it will develop in early stage of embryo. Means the this primitive streak further develop into notochord. Okay, it will further develop into notochord and mesoderm, the third basic layer. ठीक है, and yes, it will develop into notochord and ectoderm. ठीक है, and what is notochord? I'll tell you in next video, because we are going to study it. Okay, and in embryonic epiblast, it will the primitive streak will embryonic epiblast form embryonic ectoderm, and primitive streak will make embryonic mesoderm and endoderm. Okay, so these three layers will form by them. Okay, this flow chart is very easy. Just see it, just make it in your notes and try to study from it. It will help you. Okay, so this is all for today, and what we have studied today about the development of zygote. Okay, so the development of zygote is divided into three stages: pre-embryonic, embryonic period and fetal period. And today we have seen pre-embryonic period, which is start from after fertilization till 2 weeks. Okay, so there is zygote. The mitotic division will help 4-cell structure, which is known as blastoma, and then it will convert into 8-cell structure. Then this 8-cell structure will remain 3 to 4 days in uterus. On 4th day, it will become 16 to 64 cell structure, which is known as morula. And on 5th day, the mucus layer starting penetrating into zona pellucidal layer, and the size will increase of the zona pellucidal layer, and it will burst out or it will rupture, which is known as zona hatching. And the rearrangement of cell occur after zona hatching. And the 5th day, a structure from blastocyst having two layers, trophoblast and embryoblast, and the trophoblast is also having two layers, syncytotrophoblast and cytotrophoblast, and embryoblast is also having two layers, epiblast and hypoblast, and the epiblast is further divided, will develop into endoderm, mesoderm, ectoderm, and form amnion and the floor of amniotic cavity, and hypoblast will develop into chorion and floor of yolk sac, and trophoblast is formed. What? It helps to provide nutrient to the embryo and develop into the large part of placenta and membrane. And embryoblast, a mass of cells situated within trophoblast that will give rise to the embryo. So this is all for today. I hope it will be clear to you all, because this is very small topic I have taken today, and it is very easy. Just take your notes. The link of these notes we are going to provide you in description box. You can download it from here. So I hope you all understand what I have teach to you. So thank you. So friends, with this we have completed the pre-embryonic period of zygote development. In next video we will study about embryonic and fetal period. So don't forget to give the feedback of this video in comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video as much as you can. Thank you so much.